Innovation knows it's over. King Zilla is pretty happy about that. I mean, King Zilla could be on his way to winning our weeklies 2 times in a row now. So we're going to see the Druid again from King Zilla, and we're going to see this Reno Warlock from Innovation. I tend to see this as actually pretty close matchup. It's really draw dependent, and both players have kind of pretty. Well, King Zilla has a phenomenal hand, but Innovation has a decent hand as well. So I really like the coin Dark Peddler here, because you're either going to tap or Dark Bomb on 2. That Elven Archer is basically a Mortal Coil that just draws you a 1/1, so it's pretty good. And keeping that Dark Bomb as heads up from Innovation, just knowing he needs it to deal with the Aspirant. Probably just gonna see Fade, okay. Okay, he's planning on keepering down the Dark Peddler next turn. Also, brought Druid, Lock, Warrior, and Paladin, and he banned Innovation's Hunter, and Innovation brought Druid, Lock, Shaman, and Hunter, and he banned King Zilla's Warlock. So you guys know the classes.
Nature will rise against you.
Tap Ooze was pretty much the only play here. Probably see Wild Growth or Wrath, but I don't know if I mean, he's already playing. I mean, he's played pretty kind of heavily into Hellfire. I would really like him to not attack the Shade, because then he gets so wrecked by Hellfire, because the Hellfire Mortal Coil. Or just a heads up play. And this makes sense. He wants to save the Wild Growth for the draw later on. Fugan seems the only real play here. Mortal Coil really doesn't do anything. Elven Archer, I mean, it removes a 2/1, but what do you do with the rest of your turn? And the Fugan here is really good trading stats against this board. Innovation is just so worried. There's so much potential damage on the board with a Savage Roar from the Druid. That's what he's worried about. But I mean, eventually he's probably going to come down to he's going to realize the only play here is Fugan. You can't play scared all the time versus Druid. Ancient Lore on 7 from King Zilla. That's what you call a good Druid player. But the lack of Keeper is actually maybe going to come back if Innovation gets the lag. He just drew the second one. I would really, unless he's also playing the Elven Archer. That Twilight Drake is an excellent draw, because he can now kill off the Ancient Lore with the Elven Archer and the Fugan, and play the Twilight Drake. I mean, before, I would like to see him try to kill off the Ancient Lore with the Fugan and the Mortal Coil, and then play the Stalag.
Nature will rise against you.
Not killing off the Ancient, that is... I wonder what he's trying to save that Elven Archer for. But that is lethal because it doubles Savage Roar. And I don't...
Happy Feast of Winter Vale.
So innovation is now down 0-2 to Kingzilla. And then this is the threat of Druid in Last Hero Standing. It can just do Druid things. We haven't really seen it much this tournament or any of our events, but Druid is infamous for just 3-0ing in Last Hero Standing because it can just draw Innervate, draw Wild Growth, and curve out perfectly into combo. And there's sometimes nothing you can do about it. It's a really solid deck in this format. And it was usually one of the most banned because of that. People just don't want to risk the fact that they can get 3-0'd by something out of their control. This hand from Innovation, he has the Innervate, but he really doesn't have anything good to Innervate out. Wow. And Kingzilla's, he's got the Aspirant, but that just saved his draw there, that Aspirant. And it's going to cause issues for Kingzilla here, because he's not going to be able to remove that Aspirant from Innovation. I would really like to maybe see the Keeper of the Grove on his own Aspirant, and it basically becomes a permanent Wild Growth. Or he can Keeper his opponent's Aspirant and deny it, but then he's open to swipe. I would really like him to silence his own Aspirant. I think it'd be really heads up for him to Innervate out his Keeper here. And just get a permanent Wild Growth. Because then he can go 5-5 into Boom. It's so solid. Even if he gets swiped. It'll maintain the initiative. Decides to not go for it. I think he wants to just Innervate Boom next turn. Which, I mean, this is also pretty strong as well. Actually, no, he won't be able to Innervate Boom. Yeah, because he lost the mana. This is... See, he's going to have to play the Keeper now anyways. It was actually a huge misplay. I mean, you can Innervate out a 5-drop, but then you're losing out on a Mana Crystal from the Innervate, and you're... Yeah, I guess you have to Innervate out 5-drop. I like the Druid Claw. It's less susceptible to removal. Like 4/6 is just so hard to deal with. And this feels so awful for Kingzilla, having to play Azure Drake into a Druid Claw. I may have gone for the Loatheb to protect my Druid Claw from a Wrath there. And yeah, swipe. Yeah, I think this is a massive misplay by Innovation there. Like, Loatheb is so strong right after you trade like that. Probably just going to see a Belcher here, because you want to save Loatheb for an opportune moment. Probably going to see Dr. Boom. Just want to get that as early as possible. Less chance of Big Game Hunter. Probably going to see a counter Boom. From Innovation. Well, yeah, Viaton. He wouldn't have been able to Innervate Keeper, but he would have kept the Mana Crystal and he would have got 5/5 into Boom. So it was definitely a misplay to not Innervate out that Keeper there. And silence his own Aspirant. I am slightly tired. I have been... I mean, I've been here for a while, and it's been more than just casting. I streamed before this as well, so I'm slightly tired. And it's a lot basically I'm just doing full analysis because that's where my strengths are of plays, and I know some people enjoy that, to just hear analysis. Yeah, about him. I wanted him to. It was correct to silence his own aspirant. That way he wouldn't have lost the mana crystal.
Guide my lands.
I mean, these have been pretty straightforward plays. Just ain't. He's scared of dying to combo here, so he has to just force a nature clear, which is fine. Okay, so this is when he. Okay, he's gonna heal. Second Ancient Lore makes it slightly easier. Sometimes it's just correct to say if he has combo, I just lose. But he's deciding to play around it. He feels he can afford to.
I must safeguard the land.
Is he gonna double keeper this turn? Innovation? And full clear? That'd be a solid play. Yeah, okay. Ooh, Haunted Creeper. That is so good in the Druid Mirror matchup. Like, old Kalento mid-range Druid where everyone ran Creeper and Ooze is actually favored in the matchup because it's so hard for Druid. Well, it was favored against the more mid-range Druid because it's so hard for Druid to move minions like Creeper and Ooze. And they would just be Savage War targets. So Creeper is a really solid, if not like one of the best to get off Shredder in this matchup. I think he needs to just draw here with the lore. His combo would do 14 plus 5 plus 6. So 14 plus 5. So it'd be 25. I mean, setting your opponent to 2 is almost as good as like killing them, especially after both heals. Like, I don't think you can like win if your opponent has combo. Is what I'm basically saying, and so I wouldn't play like that, like healing myself. Basically, the philosophy I'm trying to use is like, you don't play around something you can't beat. Because you can't beat it anyways, so... That, I'm pretty sure that is now lethal. I'm pretty sure it wasn't lethal before. And if, yeah, King Zoa knows it was over. I mean, he was just behind on the board for such a long time. I think it actually really came down that he had to play Azure Drake into a Druid Claw. That is just so painful, but there was like a 1/1 2 keepers, so it was 5 plus 4. Yeah, it was 1 off, but sending your opponent to 1 is still like, well, what do you do from there as the 1 health druid? So, but yeah, you're right, it's 1 off.
Happy Feast of Winter Vale.
Happy Feast of Wintervale.
Patron Warrior. The unstable ghoul.
Crush you.
Definitely says this is Patron Warrior. And this is slightly, especially with the new version of Patron Warrior, where it runs like Gramash and Boom, it's actually slightly favored for, a lot more favored for the Patron Warrior, because you never really did the Warsong Commander, like in this matchup, before the Warsong Commander nerf, you could play Warsong Commander for 3 mana as a 2/3 in this matchup. Like, it really didn't matter the charge mechanic. All that mattered was you getting a whole board of patrons against the druid. So it's actually, the patron deck has gotten better against druid since the nerf. And that is pretty good RNG for the for innovation there, getting the totem golem off the shredder, forcing out an early execute. That is really painful for the Patron Warrior, and innovation may be making a comeback. And on top of that, Kingzo just wasted the coin. I think the nerves are getting to him. I think he expected to go 3-0 and it rattled him a little bit that he didn't. I like this. He doesn't really have anything else to do. He's got both Death Sprites in hand. He might as well possibly prepare himself for a Grim Patron. But I want to say his innovation, his first time, his first event, he was here. He went 0 and I think 6. Or something like that.
Where shall I
In round robin. And now he's in the top 4 of this event. And he seems to be in actually a lead against innovation. I mean, against King Zoa this game, and this will bring the match to 2-2. Like, so he has shown so much improvement, and I am just so impressed. And the short period of time, every single time I see him, his plays get more and more impressive, and I think he's gonna be a real force to be reckoned with as time moves on. Hearthstone, this type of improvement to me says like he could potentially, if he really wanted to, maybe be a pro. That's what this says to me. That Acolyte's actually a pretty decent draw. Because he can get 3 draws here if he wants. I mean, not if he wants, if he's lucky, which he isn't. He really needs to draw the second execute here. And Kingzo is just not happy with this. Hey, if innovation keeps improving like this, and we start to do qualifier type events here at the cave, and he keeps coming to them, I mean, you never know. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I was about to say, there's really nothing the Patient Warrior can do here, and just, I mean, when you're set to 2 like that versus a Druid, there's really nothing you can do if you can't lethal them yourself. So, we're going to go to the third and final game. So this is going to be Innovation's Druid, which was actually very wise of him to end on, versus the Paladin. So this is actually greatly in favor of Kingzilla, but Innovation here with the Aspirant and the Swipe in his opening hand. I really like him to see keep him both those cards. Gonna mull away the Swipe. I mean, it's reasonable, but usually against Paladin I like to keep Swipe, because Muster of Battle, it just is so, Swipe is just so good with Powies. Like, even if you don't play it early, like, it's good later, so. Pointing out the Aspirant. As long as there's no double secret here, it won't get killed. Noble Sacrifice is probably one of the better secrets to get there. Just gonna Wild Growth. I wonder if he's gonna attack with Aspirant, because there's an argument to play around Noble Sac and not attack here. But he is, okay. I mean, the next play is gonna be Keeper anyway, so it isn't that big of a deal if the Aspirant gets killed. So, actually, now it's a big deal. That Muster for Battle, and then see. Imagine if he kept the Swipe here. Like, well, like you just silence the Secret Keeper. It feels so bad. Innervate Force of Nature. Okay, so I don't like this at all. Innervate out the hero power. Oh, he's clearing it. I would have just silenced and then tried to innervate Ancient Lore next turn and try to draw into board clears and stuff you need to win this matchup. Because the double Force of Nature isn't going to do anything for him here. He needs to find other things. That was one of the better draws in his deck, but the this is an interesting play. Can you Consecrate? Because Consecrate clears off with the Shredder the Druid of the Claw, but Outdoor saves your Shredder. Probably Consecrate's better here. Yeah, you can clear the full board, and you usually don't get much value off Consecrate against Druids, so. That's awesome, Bio10. Okay. Let's compel Spirit, but you need to Force of Nature here. You need to Force of Nature. Wild Growth really isn't doing anything for you here.
Happy Feast of Wintervale, champion.
Are we just gonna see a Loatheb? Even though it's a pretty bad turn for Loatheb, because like it's technically his turn 7 because he didn't have 7 mana last turn. So if there's gonna be a 7 drop here, that like a 7 drop in the Druid's hand, he'd play it now. So it means that it isn't really countering any spells, but it gets a 5/5 on the board, which is the important part of it.
Follow the rule.
He's gonna Outdoor, go face. Oh, he's gonna trade. Yep. Play it safe.
Well played.
Happy Feast of
Uh,
Wintervale, champion.
King Zos basically know he's won this game at this point. Force of Nature clear. You can kill off the Lothab and the 4-2. Then there's still 7, 9 damage on the board. He'll be at like 3 next turn. And I don't see a way for him to win after that. So, looks like King Zo is going to win this series and go to the finals like 2 weeks in a row now. And he's just having fun. He's not an asshole. He's actually a pretty kind guy, if you get to know him.
Time waits for no one. Well played.
Tyrion on 8. Just,
Put your faith in the light.
they're just, like, I mean, that isn't even the nail in the coffin. Nail coffin was way earlier, but, I mean, that just... it like impossible to lose.
Well played. I concede.
Wintervale, champion.
Yeah, so King Zo makes it to the finals. I'm gonna be right back and get a update on Conrad versus Macintoshkin, and if they're, let me actually see if they're still going. If they are, we'll continue to cast those games. Okay, so that series is over. I'm gonna go get an update on the score, and then we're gonna have our finals. There is gonna be a third fast 4-place match, but it's not gonna get streamed due to time reasons. It's already 11:11. Make a wish, guys, by the way. And we need to just get on to the next series, and then people want to go home. So, in a bit, we'll be back at the finals, and stay tuned. What? What is up, everyone? We are back here at the Cave Weekly Hearthstone Tournament number 3, and this is the Grand Finals, Conrad versus Kingzilla. This is a rematch of last week's finals, and right here, right next to me, I have Innovation, one of our few 3-time players, and he showed so much improvement, and he's gonna help me co-cast.
All right, what's up, guys?
So, who do you think's gonna win? Like, who's your favorite?
Well, in the past weeks, when Conrad's has been beating Kingzilla in the past during the round robin stages, but he's been telling me that he chokes when he's playing like in the finals because he was he told me that when he was playing for the BlizzCon qualifiers, he choked in the finals as well in that tournament. So we'll see. This is a very close matchup. I think Conrad will have a chance this week because last week he's getting to know more of Kingzilla's deck, so maybe he'll have a better chance this week.
Yeah, I definitely think. I mean, Conrad right now is 2-1 on Kingzilla. I think this is his time. I think he's gonna finally win one of these. He's been in the finals of both of them. He lost to Dementio, then he lost to Kingzilla. I think it's now his time to win.
Yeah.
But I mean, Kingzilla is a phenomenal player. So.
Yeah. No, Kingzilla is probably he's their highest ranked player here.
Yes.
So.
Highest ranked.
But they've played a lot, and Conrad is 2-1, like you said. So.
Yep.
I think it's Conrad time to shine, like we see in chat.
Oh, they actually started. My bad, guys. It's
Alright, guys, so it's Warlock versus Paladin, and I know Conrad is playing Zoo Paladin, Zoo Warlock, like for the past 2 events, or I think all 3 events he's bringing Zoo, and we see that Kingzilla is bringing his Secret Paladin, which he hasn't played before this week.
right here. I would definitely like to see. Okay, so he's deciding where he's gonna attack. He just played the Knife Juggler. Yeah, okay. So deciding how he's gonna attack into the secret. The secret seems to be Avenge. Okay, so I would probably attack with the Voidwalker first, just to the Noble Sack.
just in case it's Noble Sacrifice.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose the Flame Imp for free.
It just he knows he's kind of playing in a muster for battle by doing that. But I mean, I would just say if they have the muster, they have the muster.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely attack with the 1/3. I don't know why he's thinking about it.
I think we're bugged out.
I think
we're
it's bugged out like last week.
Yep. Sorry, guys.
We'll fix it in a second, guys.
Yeah. There we go. Conrad with the Arcane Golem. What do you think about that?
I've seen it in a couple versions of Face Hunter, actually. It's more popular then. I'm surprised to see it in Zoo.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I guess he's trying something new out. Maybe he's gonna surprise Kingzilla.
That Flame Imp is pretty darn good. I mean,
Dark Peddler is one of the best
cards
when you get the RNG.
But the Mysterious Challenger. Okay, only 3 secrets, so we're probably Redemption.
It's definitely Avenge.
Yeah, Avenge, Redemption. Oh, and Competitive Spirit. There's no more Noble Sacrifices. No, okay.
Oh, one of them propped, yeah.
There's no more Avenge.
So only one Avenge in the deck, right?
Yeah. No, or he's played both of them. We've missed most of this game.
We missed like a little bit of the game.
Yeah.
I think you take the Voidwalker here.
Yeah, easy Voidwalker pick.
The last secret is Redemption.
Yeah, it's competitive spirit.
Oh, it's competitive. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's competitive spirit. Okay.
So hopefully he kills off that 2-1, because otherwise that Destroyer Challenger is going to get a lot of face damage.
Yeah.
This is a mistake by Conrad there.
That comes down.
But he's got 6 damage in hand. Oh my god, okay, this is actually... Unless he clears
He has to
a
attack.
flame, yeah,
He has to attack the flame member.
But, it's still lethal.
Still lethal. Yeah,
Yeah.
6 damage in hand and 6 damage on board.
That Arcane Golem gonna win in this game.
The Arcane Golem surprise actually wins.
And that's actually a huge knockout. To knock out a Secret Pally
Yeah,
that
Secret
easily.
Pally.
He's gonna play the Power Overwhelming for the tilt.
Oh my
The top
god.
deck. He's playing on top.
That's-
Yeah,
He's playing the mind games.
Yep.
That's actually a really good play for Conrad to
Conrad.
play the mind games, because Kingzilla seems like the kind of player that will go into his skin a little bit. That he died to a top deck even though he had low feb on board. So you lost your Secret Paladin. What do you queue up against the Warlock now?
What do you queue up against Urlock?
He has Warrior and Warrior.
Yeah, Patron Warrior. I
Out.
would queue up Patron
Yeah,
Warrior.
definitely.
I would keep the entire hand from Conrad.
Yeah, that's a pretty good hand. Flame Imp into Nerubian Egg. And
Power.
Power of Overwhelming.
And
Yeah, he does keep all of it.
Kingzilla's got a pretty good hand as well.
And Dark Battle.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that Fire War Axe. He's a pretty good warrior player.
This is the first time he's playing Patron Warrior as well at the tournament. He's been bringing some new decks.
Oh yeah. This time.
This week.
Yeah.
He brought a lot of he brought all aggro last week. He had the Face Shaman and his zoo was ridiculous.
I like this. Heads up, play the Peddler.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was. Somebody made the mistake of playing the Han Creeper first, and when your opponent potentially has a Death Bite, you usually want to play the
Yeah.
Han Creeper after the Death Bite.
Yeah, I think there was one of the players that was here this week for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So many possibilities.
Really good.
Yep. Like clearing off the Armor Smith.
I'm getting 4/4. No Death Spite. We see no Death Spite in Kingzilla's hand, so.
I wonder if he's... Yeah, I think... Okay, but yeah, he's an attack and then Inner Rage. This is really strong from Kingzilla. There's no direct way to deal with this Unsable goal this turn.
Unfortunately, no way to remove the unstable goal, but I think he's just gonna flood the board.
I
The
don't know
flame-
if I don't know
I
if
don't
I
like-
like that as much.
I don't like the Flame Imp, because he's gonna kill the Flame Imp. Oh no, he played the Voidwalker, so.
Hey, just
I
probably,
guess it's possible, but
probably almost like tapping, because this sets you up like second Whirlwind. But I guess he's trying to just get a free Doom Guard, basically.
yeah.
I think you Doom Guard this turn
Yeah.
after you kill the ghoul.
I'm pretty sure Doomguard is the right play. Just push for damage.
Actually, even though
Do you trade?
no,
No, you
but-
push for damage. Right?
Yeah, no, but hey, if it weren't for that Inner Rage draw, there would be no way for him to proc the execute on that Doom Guard.
Oh yeah.
That is
Inner
a
Rage.
huge draw.
That's a really good draw. If no draw of the inner rage, I think Conrad could have won this game pretty easily.
Yep.
Gonna tap. Argus.
Argus is pretty good.
Argus is.
I definitely prefer killing the Shredder and then playing Argus or something.
Yeah.
Over.
You
I guess second creeper is fine. He's just going face.
He's going face. Is he gonna? I guess he's gonna Argus whatever comes out.
Oh, that is a good drop from the Shredder.
Another.
Yeah,
Armor
and you could tell by Conrad's face he is not happy about that. That's a good draw. Lets him clear off the patron.
Power of Boomerang is definitely good. I was closest to lethal. He's not very close. I think he needs to clear the board.
Yeah.
He can't go face with this.
He needs to kill that patron no matter what. And then King Zilla's got the boom to follow it up.
Yeah, the boom is pretty insane turn on turn 7, playing on curve as well.
You need to kill the patron. Here's why he did on that one instead of.
He's just gonna face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's just gonna go face. He's just hoping that he will. I would have done it on the one with less health. One less health. Oh, he top deck Whirlwind.
Yeah, you can see on King Zilla's face.
Yeah,
he's pretty happy.
he's very
about
happy.
That. Doing his little dance there.
Do you attack with the patron, right, to spawn more? Attack with the patron into the taunt, and then you Whirlwind, so you get 4 patrons on board. Yeah, but he's gonna clear and gain a lot of armor because of that drop from the Shredder. The Armor Smith, I think, was a key to winning this game, because he's gonna gain so much armor right now.
Yes, somebody just tuned into the stream, guys. Innovation here, pretty good caster. Just saying.
Thanks. Oh, and Millhouse from the Shredder. Wow, the Shredders are ridiculous.
Yep. I mean, to me, when your opponent gets Millhouse off Shredder, it pretty much tells you, get out of the game. The game obviously wants them to win this one.
Yeah. I got Millhouse last week. I'm surprised he played the Knife Juggler last.
He didn't want to hit the
he didn't
patron.
want to hit the patron. Yeah, that's a correct play. He's not gonna boom. Also, he wants to clear. I think boom was safe. I mean, there's nothing that's gonna do 11 damage to you. You can still clear with the board.
Yeah, I think boom was safe.
Does
too.
he have? He has 2 Doom Guards, right, in the deck?
Yeah. He's played one.
He's
so-
played one, so.
Oh, yeah, we've actually seen both Doom Guards in one game. So I was about to say we can't confirm that, but we actually did. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is game.
King Zilla's pretty happy.
Yeah.
Okay, out of Conrad's decks, I think Conrad. I have his decks here. He's probably gonna queue his Druid or his War. Or
I
his
think he's
Warrior.
gonna queue the Druid.
Against Patron Warrior? Yeah, Conrad has.
He has. I know he's playing. Also, he's playing Patron Warrior.
Oh, Conrad's playing Patron Warrior?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Okay.
he's playing Patron Warrior as well. Yeah, could have Druid.
If it was Control Warrior, I definitely would have said he should have played the Warrior. But
Yeah. If you draw really insane with the Druid, you have like a. Like, I think you mulligan everything here just to get ramped.
Yep. Absolutely agree. That's actually not that bad of a hand.
Yeah. Now he just needs to top deck Darnassus Aspirin. Oh.
Against Warrior, I usually prefer Wild Growth because he can't get.
Yeah,
fire
Wild Growth
whacked.
is good as well. He has Grom in the Grim Patron Warrior. This is kind of a old question, but what do you think of the buff they did on Warsong Commander?
You
Of
mean
the old
the
war-
nerf?
Yeah, the nerf.
I wish they would have gone about it differently.
Yeah, it was kind of made the card useless.
Yeah, but a nerf to Warsong needed to happen.
Yeah, and nerf to the old Grim Patron Warrior was needed, but I think they went too much.
Yeah.
Definitely too much.
I would actually like to see Warsong and Warsong made to 4 mana and maybe Falling made to 4 mana.
Yeah. So you see the shade come down. Innervate. Do you innervate the Emperor here, or?
I like the Wrath Innervate Shredder.
Oh, that's Wrath is the. I didn't see he had Wrath, but
Because
Shredder.
if you innervate out the Emperor, it just dies. In the
Yeah, it
best
dies
fight.
to the next turn. You always with. I'm pretty sure he's playing double combo Druid.
Yeah, right now.
So you always want to hit the pieces of the combo with the Druid, with the Emperor.
Usually you do, yeah.
So I know why he's saving it, I guess.
Blood and plunder.
That Hegel.
The reason why I said nerfing Falling to 4 mana is because if Warsong it was gonna still remain with the same effect, you needed the charge, the big burst card to also be nerfed as well.
He coined out the Emperor here. I kind of agree with the play, but once again, he doesn't have any pieces of his combo to hit, so. But I'm guessing he's just gonna Ancient. He just wanted to play Ancient next turn, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But this Frothing is getting quite big.
Yep. This Falling being out of control. This is why people still run Frothing without the charge effect, because there's no other 3-drop that can do this. You can just absolutely get out of control.
Frothing is. I think this is game. Oh, top deck BGH.
I mean, it's
But
a good top deck, but
I think it's still game.
what do you do here? And the Not Pego wasn't very good. You wanted something.
Yeah, you wanted something to. Nat Pego would be good versus Control Warrior, I think, because you just want to draw some cards to finish him off before fatigue.
Yep.
But versus this version, it's. I think it just might be game. Even if you kill the Frothing here, he has so much more health than you, and we see Grom in hand, so.
I mean, it's not completely over, but I mean, this Ghoul's gonna do a lot of work here,
Yeah.
and then probably gonna kill off the Shredder with the Armor Smith, or maybe just go face. I won't be surprised to see face.
I think he will go face.
Yeah.
Because of he has potential lethal with Grom.
So you need to swipe. Does Belcher save you?
Belcher possibly if you clear. You can clear with you can clear the Armor Smith with the swipe. It saves you for now, but I mean.
No. Like if you were to swipe this turn, then you'd just be dead because the slime would be remaining and you'd be at
Oh, true. Yeah, you need it. Need it to Belcher.
Yeah. Oh.
See, Grim Patron top deck, but no way to enrage to use the effect right now. So I think he'll just attack into the Belcher and maybe play Grom probably.
Yeah, after seeing the big game hunter, I think you just bomb here, especially behind the Belcher.
Yeah.
So
I think you have to like trade very unofficially here.
you need to pop the shade, and I think you need to do a claw and taunt.
Yeah.
Yep. Conrad's hanging on to this by the skin of his teeth, and honestly,
barely,
I can't think of a way for maybe with Battle Rage, Kingzilla could get lethal here, but that's the only way I see lethal happening. Is like Battle Rage into like something execute.
Low feb. That's not helping. It helps a little bit with the.
Well, it limits his options next turn. Like I think Conrad needed like
he needed to swipe this turn,
Yeah.
I think. Oh yeah. Heal
So-
doesn't.
so heal.
Heal
trade.
saves you a little bit, I guess.
To the
Trade into the
shredder. I mean, Conrad's hanging on.
I think he should have traded into the shredder first. Hope for Doomsayer. If Doomsayer comes down, then you could have done a little bit more damage to face.
So that's 8 damage, 12. So he needs Deathbite for lethal.
Okay, there's War Ones. He has Patron activation. This is a really
But
tough spot.
But the Azure Swipe is, I think, gonna do a ton of work next turn.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
Is he gonna whirlwind this?
yeah, he's gonna whirlwind.
Yeah. I think Conrad might actually hang on. Because Kingzilla is out of cards. He only has.
Yep. I think Conrad's actually favored at this point. He runs in the ancient lore into the Grim Patron, and then he swipes
Yeah.
with the Azure Swipe. And if Kingzilla doesn't draw Deathbite, he's in trouble.
Okay, he draws for the card. See what he gets.
And that, I don't think it's
He
lethal.
draws to execute. Let's see. It's definitely not lethal. He has too much armor. Ooh, that's
That's an amazing
That's
draw.
a really good draw. Still have to be careful because Death's Bite.
Well,
Oh, he armored
yeah,
up.
yeah,
He armored up.
he's up 1 armor, so
Okay, so
Deathbite's fine.
I think it's lethal next turn, right? If he doesn't clear?
If he doesn't whirlwind.
Well, if he whirlwinds, the bombs hit face. That's even more
Yeah.
damage. But if you leave him up, then Savage Row gives them even more damage. But you don't have enough
You don't have
space.
space. So
Do you? Oh no, you can't.
you can, I mean, you can kill off your own Nat Pago by double keepering it and set up for next turn.
Set up for next turn, yeah.
With double Savage Roar, does that kill him?
Possibly. Draws another force. I don't think you play this because you want to clear up. I think he's doing your play.
Or you could double keeper the face, which I think is better.
You could also do that, yeah.
I must safeguard the land.
He's gonna
So
armor.
Deathspite is the only way he can. He could have won, right? There's no other thing that does 6 damage in the war.
Yeah, there's nothing really here for Kingzilla. He's already played Grom.
Guard my lands.
Yeah. So I think it's game actually. In a rage, that doesn't
Yep.
help.
And it was looking.
Yeah.
So that Big Game Hunter top deck was huge.
Yeah, actually.
It actually won him the game.
Clearing the frothing actually won the game, and no.
And then the Drew the Claw top deck to back to back.
Yeah, the top decks are real. And no top deck for Kingzilla, unfortunately.
Kingzilla does not run Korkon from what we've seen.
No, I was talking about. Oh, you're talking about Deathspite. In
Yeah.
the chat. Yeah. I don't think Korkon is run in
Patron.
those Patron
Yeah.
world decks. So Deathspite was the only way. Now
Weird.
this Druid Mirror.
Okay, guys, let's flip a coin.
I must protect the one.
That's pretty good hands.
That's yeah.
Yes,
For both players.
Both players have
Yep, I like keeping the Wrath.
keeping their Wrath for Dunrasses is definitely right.
Feast of Winter Vale. Job's done.
King Zo is probably gonna coin out the Darnassus here because he's got the Raptor.
Yeah.
Guard my lands.
Which stops actually Conrad from playing his
Wild
Wild
Growth.
Growth, but
He'll be able to play it on 4 after the Shade.
yeah. But it's definitely good that he kept the Wrath for the. These
I definitely. Okay, he's just gonna play
played
Wild
the
Growth.
I think he wants to set up for Drake.
Kind of like developing the Shade, but
I like the. I would have played the Shade actually instead
Yeah.
of the Wild Growth as well. I like the developing the Shade as early as possible, letting it grow.
okay, so he's gonna draw for 1 and trade,
I draw for 1 and trade
Yeah.
for the.
and that way he develops Asper. That's pretty good to get off the Raptor. A 1/3.
I was actually playing the Murloc card in one of my Hunter decks, but I didn't get to play. Everybody seemed to ban my Hunter today. It was actually my
I think
worst deck.
because I think everybody brought Zoo, so people
Yeah.
figured it's Face Hunter. So
It was really bad version of mid-range Hunter.
Conrad is up 2-1 right now.
Yeah.
So
He
this
will-
is game point for Conrad,
Yeah.
and King Zoa needs to win too. Oh my god. That is such a good draw.
Conrad is having a lot of RNG on his side this
Yep, this time.
this time. I think it's finally catching up to him.
And again, King Zoa with the misplaced Shredder. You want to put the Shredder in the middle,
Yeah.
guys. Is she a Flame Tongue Totem or Direwolf Alpha?
Yeah. I'm surprised that
I like Taunt Druid.
he might be a little tired by now because he's been.
Playing a lot. Like he came here earlier than I did today, and I came here like 2 hours before the event. And he was here playing earlier than I was.
Oh, I
so
see.
he's been playing like all day.
Yeah. Yeah, he usually doesn't misplace such important things like placing the Shredder. I saw he was streaming a couple days ago and he played pretty much perfectly on stream, from what I could see. But
Yeah, I think you have to force the nature
wait?
here.
Yeah.
You
have to waste the.
It's turn 9 for the Druid. You can't Druid Claw yourself. I mean Ancient Lore.
Yeah, you can't leave it up. Weak Deceit, he has the combo.
But actually, that's it.
Yeah.
Conrad wins.
It looks like it.
Yep.
It's lethal with combo.
Congrats to Conrad. After
Wow.
making it to the finals 3 times, he finally wins one.
Finally wins one after 3 times. I guess first
And-
time is the charm every time.
Yep.
Except for me, I guess.
Okay, but so Conrad gets $55 for first place. King Zoa gets $25 for second place, and Innovation here came in third place, so he gets $10 out of a $90 pot. So, congrats to Conrad. We'll be pouring him up in a second for an interview.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys for watching, and
Stay tuned to
stay
the winners
tuned
interview.
for the winners interview. Yep. Anything you'd like to say, Innovation?
No,
before
just
you're off?
congrats to Conrad because I know he's been playing. He took a break for a little bit and he just got back to the game.